CJP Performance Qualification. Backing, let's move into Section 6.22, CJP Groove Weld Performance Qualification for Non-Tubular Connections. One of the useful clarifications in the 2025 edition concerns qualification with and without backing. The 2020 edition specifically told us that qualification on a joint with backing also qualified the welder for production joints that are back gouged and welded from the second side. That provision remains. The 2025 edition now explicitly addresses qualification without backing. If a welder qualifies on a joint without backing, that qualification covers production joints welded without backing, with backing, or with back gouging. That's a useful clarification because a test without backing generally represents the more demanding condition. AWS now states directly what that qualification allows the welder to do in production. Welder and welding operator test coupons. Another significant change is the organization of the test coupons themselves. In the 2020 edition, we had several different figures depending on whether we were qualifying a welder or welding operator, the welding position, and whether we were qualifying limited or unlimited thickness. The 2025 edition simplifies this considerably. For most permitted welding processes, the welder or welding operator test coupon is now based on Figure 6.1. The qualified production position is determined using Table 6.11, and the qualified production thickness is determined using Table 6.12. The code also specifies that these coupons are prepared using a single-sided joint detail. And if radiographic testing is going to be used for qualification, tack welds cannot be located within the test area. So once again, AWS is separating the test coupon configuration from the tables that tell us what that test actually qualifies. Steel backing and ESW/EGW requirements. The 2025 edition also gives us specific dimensional requirements when steel backing is used on the qualification coupon. The backing has to be between 1/4 and 3/8 of an inch thick. If the backing remains in place for radiographic testing, it has to be at least 3 inches wide. If the backing is removed before radiographic testing, the minimum width is 1 inch. Electroslag and electrogas welding continue to have their own qualification requirements. The welding operator is tested using the maximum material thickness that will be used in production, but the test coupon does not have to exceed 1 1/2 inches. Once the operator successfully qualifies using a 1 1/2 inch test, additional testing at lesser thicknesses isn't required. And one final organizational point. If you're comparing the books side by side, you'll notice that the old 2020 Section 622, Extent of Qualification, is no longer located here. Those requirements weren't eliminated. AWS moved and expanded them into Section 6.7.5, which we covered previously. After the CJP requirements in the 2025 edition, the code moves directly into Section 6.23, covering methods of testing and acceptance criteria.